Hello and welcome. My name is Kimberly Ann. I want to welcome you to the Rose Garden, where I help women all around the world to cultivate peace, tranquility, happiness, all within a feminine mindset. So stick around because we're about to dive in. You go on a date and you're really excited for this date. And unfortunately, you get there and the person you're on a date with gets out the car. No, let's drive it back. Your date picks you up. He doesn't open your door. He doesn't get out the car to open your door. You guys get to the restaurant that he's made the reservations for, and he pulls up into valet. Now, you being the nice girl that you are, you say to him, "You can just park at a meter." No, he wants to pull up the valet to show off. However, pull up to valet. Valet say, "Hi, it's going to be $15." You sit there like the passenger princess that you are, and you're waiting to hear him say, "Okay, here you go." Instead, he says, "Oh, uh, uh, 15. Oh, you stop and you like, "Oh my God, can he even afford the date?" You're looking around. You are ready to shit your pants. So the valet guy's like, "What you gonna do? What you want to do? What's up?" He's like, "Oh, uh." Valet looks at his phone. "Sir, the meters will be free in 12 minutes. "Okay, we're going to park at a meter. First of all, sir, don't say we. I would have probably valeted, but I'm not driving. So, get to a meter, get out the car. Did not let me out the car. I let myself out. He walks around the car, and he is in Tim's. "Sir, this is a 5-star restaurant. I hope they let you in. I can't wear this." "Sir, this is a 5-star restaurant. Why are you walking into it with Timberland boots on? Not to mention, you're wearing a pink sweatsuit." So, he does get the hint. He opens the door. We go into the restaurant, have a good meal. His first time trying calamari. And then the waitress comes and says, "Sir, here's your check. Just wanted to make you aware that the service fee is included." Sir says, "Okay, great." Waitress walks away. Sir says, "What's the service fee?" "It's the tip, dear." Sir says, "Oh, dear, it's included. You don't have to give her any extra money or tip unless you just want to." Sir then takes the check. He has it this, he sees it. I can see in his face the price ain't what he's used to. Okay? "Sir, I sent you the menu to the restaurant that I went on my solo date, so you have an idea of the type of woman that I am and the type of prices that I'm used to paying. You should have expected it." Sir takes the book, lay the book down, and has it open and says, "How do I sign this? Are you for real?" I didn't spaz though, y'all. I kept it classy. I kept it cute. I kept it classy. I didn't go off. But I know because my poker face sucks. I promise you, my poker face sucks. It is hard for me to keep shit in. I'm trying not to cuss, but I know I sat there like, mm. So then my question to him was, "I thought you said you take yourself on dates all the time. You said you took yourself to dinner a bunch of times by yourself." He was like, no, no, not a place like this. So you've never signed the receipt to any restaurant you've gone to? Because I swear 25% of, and 25, I'm sorry, that's a low number. 125% of America's restaurants has receipts you have to sign, and you sign the tip and the total and your SIG. I had to walk him through signing the receipt, you guys. I honestly feel like, and this was a major red flag, that he opened that receipt book and asked for my help so that I can see the price. And here's why I feel like he did that. I believe he truly wanted me to see how much he paid for that receipt, hoping that it would like make me like super excited and be like, oh my God, he spent so much money on dinner. I'm deleting my profile off the dating app and he is the one. So remember in my last video, I said the old me would have been like, delete the app, I'm done, he's it. No. No. Mm-mm. So I had fun on the date. Don't get me wrong, because I always try to make sure that I stay in my feminine energy and I have fun. And I did just that. I made it fun for me. However, there were a lot of red flags. The next day after that dinner date, and I will mind you, after the date, he did open up my car door. He did get out the car and let me out. I don't know if he was expecting a kiss or not, but I definitely did not give him a kiss. I gave him a hug and I walked. So I'm sure that's why he probably opened my car door. He was expecting something. So the next day, he actually got mad because I did not want to stay on the phone with him for hours on end. I wanted to sleep. I had been up in the emergency room with my daughter all night long, which he knew. I went to school anyway, which is a 45-minute drive. And I left school early to come home. And he was like, well, why are you hanging up? Are you home? And I'm like, no, I'm going to make a stop. I'm tired. So brother man legitimately felt like he owned me after that dinner date. If that ain't the biggest red flag in America, that's a banner. That's a billboard. Okay. These men, I don't know. And I don't want to say these men because I don't want to categorize them all because they are, I don't know. It's like I get if you invest in something, you own it. But if anyone knows how investing works, because I also day trade, you can be in it for the long haul. You need to be in it for the long haul. Any decision you make with any investment is a long haul. Why the hell do you think you owe me after one date that you only paid $200 tab for? Make it make sense. So I was so happy to not have to talk to that gentleman anymore. I ended up blocking him from my phone. Because I just did, I'm no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I like a man who's secure, who allows me space, but at the same time lets me know, hey, I would like to spend a little time with you. Speak up. Use your voice, okay? But don't be smothering. And then another red flag was he wanted to give me his entire life story up front. And in my mind, if you want to pour out this whole life story and you did this, you overcame alcoholism and all up front, what are you really hiding? You're not leaving anything for mystery for the mind. I get it. I want you to know all about me. Then some of the stories you're telling me, I'm like, okay, so he told me about one young lady that left him because he didn't communicate. Now, mind you, he told me he couldn't talk on the phone while he was at work. However, every time I looked, he was calling me while he was at work. Then you tell me a story about how the lady left you because you wouldn't communicate because you didn't talk to her while he was at work. So in my mind, the new brain is in her head like, okay, so you're letting me know in about 6 months when you done got settled and you think you got me locked in, that's what you finna do to me? I don't think so. Let me go ahead and stop. I'm not about to be on the phone with you 24/7 and you get me thinking that that's a norm that's what you normally do and you really don't. It's like these guys really be trying to pull a wall over our eyes. And like I said, I don't want to talk bad about them because I've met some really great guys. I've met some really great guys. Okay. I had to be right in myself to be able to date them. And that's where I am now. But I have to allow the energy of the past to filter out. And the one thing I was so proud about with this last date is the energy filtered out 10 times faster, because I kid you not, all three of my children's fathers pulled the wall over my eyes. They all led with an illusion. My middle child's father just said to our daughter the other day, I don't even clean my house for real, baby girl. I cleaned my house when I met your mom because I wanted to impress your mom. I get the intention, but you led with the fact that you were clean. And it's so crazy. During our marriage, I was so pissed because I was always cleaning up after him. So I made this video because I really want to talk about the illusions that these men are pulling over our eyes. And I want to touch on some of the red flags that would let you know that a man is not putting his best face forward. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, okay? Let's dive in. So our first red flag, and trying to pick up on signs that a guy is not really putting his best foot forward, is inconsistency in communication. So many times we have guys that will say one thing, but their actions will show something completely different. And in some cases, you have guys that will contraindicate themselves. Did I say that right? They will contraindicate themselves, where they'll say, oh, I love talking on the phone all day, but you never hear from them. Oh, I love to talk instead of text, but they always texting you. Always, 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 ladies, pay attention. Stay woke when y'all are in this dating game. And it's literally a game. Make sure y'all stay on 10 toes down, because if you stay alert as to what's going on, you protect yourself. I cannot tell y'all how many times I wish that I had did a better job at protecting myself, but I'm there now, so I'm not mad at myself. I just didn't know. They were learning lessons. I'm hoping this information that I'm giving you in this video is a way to help you not go through it as long as I did, going through a lot of things that I went through. Another major red flag that a guy is putting on a whole facade is when he only is able to talk to you or see you during certain times. I cannot express how many times I have dealt with guys, and it is so crazy. They literally will run me down. Like, I had one guy that I worked with. He asked me for my number 3 times. The third time I finally gave it to him. You finally get my number, and then you're only able to text, and you were only texting me during certain times. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You were only able to text me during certain times, and you had the most to say at work, but not much to say outside of there. But you chased me down for my number, and you were just so interested. That is a major red flag, ladies. If you notice that it's only a certain time window that they're able to talk to you, I guarantee you there is somebody living in their house. Preferably, it's probably a woman that they're with who thinks that they're with them. Run. Another red flag. Oh, I hope y'all didn't hear me. I'm like, I'm adding about this because I don't want other women going through the same shit. Another red flag. You give a man your number and he loses it. If a man loses your number, do not give it to him again. Ask him this question, because this is what I asked the 2 dumbasses who lost mine just recently. And they both was like, please, let me explain. I said, babe, listen, how much does a number weigh? And both of them was like, it don't weigh much at all. If you couldn't hold on to a lightweight number, what the hell you think you finna do with me? I kid you not, both of them men really thought about it. Like, damn. Yeah. If you fumbled a number, you're gonna fumble the fuck out of me. I promise you, I am not to be fumbled. I am heavyweight, baby. I promise you. I'm heavyweight. Mostly boobs and butt. I'm heavyweight. I'm thick. Okay? Waist and snatched, everything else popping. You not about to fumble me. If you couldn't hold on, let me exaggerate. I gotta be extra. Hold on, y'all. I got to be extra. I'm trying not to tear at the wrong part of my book, so hold on, please. Un momento. Y'all see how light this is? If you couldn't hold on to that, what the hell you think you finna do with me? I need y'all to remember that. I need y'all to remember. If they can't hold on to a little piece of paper with your number on it, they cannot hold on to you. Period. Kick them to the curb. Another red flag, and this one is huge. This one is huge. A guy asks you out, right? And he says to you, so what do you want to do? Think about it. You asked me out. Why are you asking me what do I want to do? That is a man without a plan. Run. You don't want to deal with a man without a plan. And I'm going to just keep it all the way 100 with you. So far, every gentleman, since I've restarted back up my dating life, every gentleman that comes to me, they will say, so may I take you out? Is there somewhere you want to go? And I would say to them, sir, whatever you reserve for us is the, how did I say, hold on, I got to get the words right because I want y'all to be able to use this information, okay? I want y'all to be able to use this information. And I would say, well, babe, whatever reservations and destination you decide, that is where we will go and enjoy ourselves. That is how I've been telling guys to make the reservations without telling them to, you do it. I've been diving more into my feminine energy. And I kid you not, it has worked beautifully. Beautifully. I have a coworker who just asked me out who's super dope. Super dope. And he was like, so where do you want to go eat at? He's like, I know you're vegan. And I was like, well, listen, I still eat chicken and fish. I was like, I'm just going along for the ride. You do all that. Do you know this man had the biggest smile on his face? He was, I don't know what it is about telling guys, I leave the plans up to you, babe. They love that shit. I had no idea. I had no idea. Guys love that shit. They're like, oh my gosh, she's letting me take the lead. Yes, you take the lead, babe. I'm just going to so nicely coach you and guide you. You make the plans. I'll show up cute as fuck. And it has really worked. It has really. When I tell you that gentleman messaged me back, he said, is Barrios okay? My favorite Mexican restaurant is Barrios. I know I've never told him that, actually. I've never told him that. Never told him that. He was like, perfect. That's where we're going. So if a man comes to you without a plan, ladies, if he is not able to tell you his intention, and I'm going to tell you this, there have been several coworkers who have asked for my number. The two that lost my number, oh my God, idiots. The one, he's a manager. He begged for my number 3 times, got it, and then only had a certain time window he was able to do shit within. I don't get it. Weird. He's been bugging me at work for the last like week. He's been like on my ass. There's a couple other guys who have asked my number too at work because I work in the jail, so y'all understand how many guys is bugging. This one particular coworker, he actually asked me out to dinner first before asking for my number. Round of applause. And again, I'm gonna put applause in this video too. Okay, I'll put the applause in this video too. When I tell you, brother man said, hey, listen, Kim, you never asked me to dinner. I was like, excuse me? He was like, it's 2025. Get up to speed. I said, and chivalry is not dead. He was like, well, you never told me when your off days were. Well, my off days are Monday. He was like, great. I would like to take you to dinner. Now, that is how our relationship normally is at work. People can't stand us when we're together because we clown on because I do make cart and he will walk with me. He pushed my cart. He poured my waters. He opened every door while pushing the cart. True gentleman. True gentleman. So for him to ask me dinner, fuck yeah, I'm going to dinner with you. We have so much fun. Why wouldn't I? So that's neither here nor there. Sorry, you guys. It was kind of getting off subject, getting off track. Don't mind me. But so another red flag. I got bamboozled with two of these. Whose car is he driving? If a person picks you up in a car and there's certain things in that car that you just know this person don't use. For example, my youngest child's father picked me up in a car. No, he come to my house actually and come on, sit in the car, listen to music. And I will never do that ever again in life, by the way, unless we're just driving around from a date or something. I probably will never do that again. Or if I get married again, I'll do it with my husband, but not dating. That's another red flag. Man, come over, ask you come sit in the car. Don't do it. Don't do it. Make that man take you on a date. So, man, you get in the man's car, and if there is stuff in his car, like, for example, my youngest child's father has cigarette butts. He don't smoke. What bitch you fucking with that smoke? I later found out my answer. Okay? I later found out my answer. You don't smoke. Where all these ashes come from? This is not your car. Be careful with that, ladies. Look around. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you see a bunch of kid book bags and this person don't never talk about kids, if you see a car seat, baby toy, he don't never talk about no kids, guarantees you that's not his car. That's not his car. Pay attention. I'm just trying to give you all the heads up so you don't get bamboozled. Okay? You don't get bamboozled. That was one of the things I picked up on pretty quickly in my earlier dating life. But yeah. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. That man probably don't have a car. And he's probably picking you up in either his mama car, his sister car, or his baby mama car. Be careful. Get out the car. Get out the car. Okay? Get out the car. Quick. Run for the hills. All right. Let me see. Is there anything else? If he always texts you, fuck him. I'm trying to think what else is there. If you've been talking to him for quite some time and he ain't made plans for a date, I'm talking about if you've been talking to this person for a week and there has been no talks of meeting up face to face outside of wherever y'all met, he's not serious. He's trying to get you emotionally attached so you'll want to be in his presence. He can be in your presence. He's not serious. Every guy so far that I have dated since I've started my journey, the ones that at least make it to, I'm talking about since January 1st. I ain't talking about the idiots that I've talked to so far. All of them have come with a plan. I don't know if that's my energy letting them know you got to come with a plan. What do you want to do? Are you trying to take me to dinner? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's my energy, the reason why they're coming off doing that, but I'm loving it because I love a man with a plan. If a man don't have a plan, he does not have good intentions for you. My babies, if a man don't have a plan, he does not have good intentions for you. I don't know how many ways I could say that, y'all. If they ask for your number, they should already have in their mind a couple of dates that they are ready to do with you. They should already have ways that they would like to occupy your time besides sex. Okay? And it don't need to be sitting in a car in y'all yards talking all night. It don't need to be him just coming over Netflix and chill. No, he need to have activities lined up in his head. I will only deal with a man who's like, it's so much stuff I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear a man say that. Oh, I'm trying to do this. The guy who just asked me out to dinner, my coworker, he and I, we like I said, we built a friendship first, and we have been working together for 3 years. He asked me this year to go out. One, I know he ended up going through a divorce last year. He's, so he's moved on or whatever. But for him to ask me out, he's been saying like, I want to go for walks in the metro parks. I want to go camping. I want to, he's telling me things he wants to do. All the other guys, I've never heard them talk of anything like that. Never, never, ever. So for him to be saying that, I was just like, yeah, he's pretty serious. Yes, you can have my number. Yes, you can take me to dinner. I'll be your passenger princess. So, it's this dating game is just it's so creative. I shouldn't say so creative, but it's such a great way to become creative. It's such a great way to practice your feminine energy. I am so glad that I did not give up on dating. I'm glad I stopped though and took time to like learn myself. But 26, as I said that. But I'm so glad that I decided to jump back in with a fresher mindset. So then I can practice these new tips and stuff that I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So I hope this video helps. I just wanted to throw a little something out there, tell y'all a couple red flags because, baby, it's rough out here in these. No, I'm not saying that. I retract that back. This dating game can be really fun. It can be as fun as you make it. Don't let one douchebag kill your joy. Don't let one monkey stop your show. Don't, no. Go have fun. Think of creative ways. Script. Go watch my manifestation video that I posted last week. I also did post episode 3 of How to Be Peaceful series. Please go watch those episodes as well. Maintain your peace through this process. Ladies, we are in this together. I am still dating too. Okay. I have a goal of when I would like to get married. I'm not going to say it out because if any of my prospective suitors see this, I don't want them to be like, okay, by that date, I'm going, no. I want whoever is supposed to be, I want the divine to give them the time. So that I liked it, that rhymed. I want the divine to give them the time. I like that. That was cute. That was, yeah. Okay, spirit. I see it. That was cute. Yeah, I want the divine to give them the time. I don't want to give a hint because I want it to flow. If it comes, if it happens by the date and the time that I'm not time, but the day that I am praying to God for, I will know that man came from God. Period. That is God's gift to me. Period. So, like I said, I'm doing my work. The rest is up to the universe. And I know my people up there working it out. And I need y'all to believe that too. You have to have faith that they are working it out for y'all. Do not doubt your ability to change and become this beautiful, vibrant woman. And do not doubt that God has you, He has you in the palm of His hand, my baby. He's like, I'm going to make sure you are well taken care of. I just need you to take care of you. I need you to put your mask on first. I'm going to give you the oxygen. That is what He's saying. So if you have made it this far in the video, I want to invite you to subscribe to the Rose Garden. I love you guys to the moon and back. Y'all already know. My name is Kimberly Ann, and welcome to the Rose Garden. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.